Article 2176, whoever by act or omission causes damage to another, there being fault or negligence, is obliged to pay for the damage done. Such fault or negligence if there is no pre-existing contractual relation between the parties. So meaning ito, if there is an act or omission na nakadamage ka, being fault or negligence mo is obligado kang magbayad ng damages. And then it should be there's no without any pre-existing contractual relationship sa both parties. Article 2177, responsibility for fault or negligence under the preceding article is entirely separate and distinct from the civil liability arising from negligence under the Penal Code. But the plaintiff cannot recover damages twice for the same act or omission of the defendant. So this is against double recovery. So ibig sabihin, pwede ko mag-file ng civil liability and then or pwede ka mag-file ng criminal case. Kasi separate and distinct siya. Pero you have to choose one or if both naman yung magiging talagang kailangan mo. Pinakamataas na ibibigay na damage sa iyo kung saan part ng if it's sa civil or dun sa criminal case. Article 2178, the provisions of Article 1172 to 1174 are also applicable to a quasi-deli. So 1172 to 1174 lang naman is more on the fraud. Pag nalaman na yung may fraud na nangyayari or anything, ibig sabihin at fault ka na. Article 2179, when the plaintiff own negligence was the immediate and proximate cause of his injury, he cannot recover damages. But if his negligence was only contributory, the immediate and proximate cause of the injury being the defendant's lack of due care, the plaintiff may recover damages, but the court shall mitigate the damages to be awarded. So, dalawang paragraph to. Pag proximate, immediate and proximate cause ng plaintiff, hindi siya ma-awardan ng damages. Pero pag negligence niya was only contributory, ang court ang magde-decide kung how much is yung ibibigay sa'yo. But definitely not the full. Article 2181, 2180. Meaning nito, hindi lang siya pang kung sino lang yung nakagawa. So, una, pag nakagawa is minor or incapacitated, una yung tatay. So, the father in his death or incapacity, the mother are responsible for the damages caused by their children, or minor children who live in their company. Guardians, if they're living in their company or authority or minor children or incapacitated. Then third is the owner or manager kung anong ginawa ng employees nila and then which they are later employed or occasion of their function. And then the employers shall be liable for the damage caused by their employees and household helpers acting within the scope of their assigned task, even though the former are not engaged in any business or industry. The state is responsible like manner when it acts through a special agent, but not when the damage has been accused by the official to whom the task done properly pertains. In which case that what is provided in Article 2176 shall be applicable. Lastly, teachers or heads or establishments of arts and trades shall be liable for damages caused by their pupils and student or apprentices so long as they remain in their custody. So the responsibility treated of this article shall cease when the person herein mentioned prove that they observe all the diligence of a good father of the family to prevent damages. So, magsisist lang lahat ng to ang mga may pwedeng gumawa or magiging liable is yung guardian, yung tanay, yung tatay, yung owner at saka yung manager. Pag boss ka na, like kang liable. Yung employer, magiging liable siya kahit hindi naman talaga yun yung business and industry niya. The state, pag yung isang government official is nakagawa ng negligence, yung state naman. And lastly, yung mga teachers tsaka heads. Pag yung pupils sila nakagawa ng masama, sila yung magiging liable or responsible sila um for the damages caused by the other person. But again, mawawala yung liability nila pag ginawa nila, pag napatunayan na meron good father of a family, diligence of a good father of the family, yung ginawa muna nila bago lahat-lahat. Parang ginawa nila lahat-lahat para ma-prevent yun, pero nangyari pa rin. Article 2181, whoever pays for the damage caused by his dependents or employees may recover from the latter what he has paid or delivered. So, since nagbayad yung mga liables kanina sa 2180, pwede pa rin nilang ma-recover yun. Article 2182, if the minor or insane person causing damage has no parents or guardian, the minor or insane person shall be answerable with his own property in action. Pag walang guardian, walang parents, yung property nila, yung ibibigay. Article 2183, the possessor of an animal or whoever may use the same or responsible for the damage what it may cause, although it may escape or be lost. This responsibility shall cease only in the case of damage should come from the force majeure or from the fault of the person who has suffered damage. So, pag fur parent ka, kahit na nakawala lang yun sa bahay nyo at nangagat, ikaw pa rin yung responsible. And then, hindi siya mawawala ka sa responsibilidad if there is a force majeure, which is there is an act of God. Or if yung nakagat mismo is yung may problema. So, pag kunwari, kinulong mo na, tapos biglang pinasok niya yung kamay niya, then kinagat siya, hindi ka na liable doon. Article 2184, in a motor vehicle mishap, the owner is solidarily liable with his driver. If the former who was in the vehicle could have, by the use of the due diligence, prevented the misfortune. It is disputably presumed that a driver was negligent if he had been found guilty of reckless driving or violating traffic regulation at least twice within the next preceding 2 months. If the owner was not in the motor vehicle, the provisions of the Article 2180 are applicable. So, solidarily liable ang owner ng kotse at ang nagda-drive, lalo na magkasama sila. Pero pag hindi naman, under Article owner ng vehicle, ang hindi kasama doon sa vehicle na yun, ang gagamitin nating provision is Article 2180. And then on this article, it presumed that the driver is negligent pag meron siyang traffic violations at least within twice within the next preceding 2 months. Article 2185, unless there is proof to the contrary, it is presumed that the person driving a motor vehicle has been negligent if at the time of the mishap he was violating any traffic regulation. Okay, so presume na yung driver yung may kasalanan pag meron siyang na-violate na traffic regulation. Overspeeding, ano pa ba yung mga uh, no left turn, nag-left ka, then may natamaan ka. Parang ganun. Article 2186. Every owner of a motor vehicle shall file with the proper government office a bond executed by a government control corporation or office to answer for damages to the third person. The amount of the bond and other terms shall be fixed by a competent public official. So, pag owner ka ng motor vehicle, dapat sa government control corporation mo siya i-execute. Proper government office. And sa mga damages naman, the amount and other terms shall be fixed by the competent public official. So hindi dapat kung saan government office ka talaga pupunta. Kung wala nang magiging ano doon. Manufacturers and processor of food trucks, drinks, articles, and similar goods shall be liable for death or injuries caused by any noxious harmful substances used, although no contractual relation exists between them and the consumer. So that's Article 2187. Pag may namatay or sumakit yung tiyan, ang may problema is or liable is manufacturer and processors. Article 2188, there is a prima facie presumption of negligence on the part of the defendants if the death or injury resulted from his possession of dangerous weapon or substances, such as firearms and poison, except when the possession or use thereof is indispensable in his occupation or business. So, prima facie evidence na pag may hawak ka na barel at may poison ka na poison. Except daw pag yung possession na yon is related sa occupation and businesses mo. Article 2189, provinces, city, and municipality shall be liable for damages for the death of or injuries suffered by any person by the reason of the defective condition of roads, streets, bridges, public bridges, and other public works under their control or provision or supervision. So, basta province and cities and municipalities yung may kagagawan kung may bulubak-lubak din na disgrasya ka. Article 2190, the proprietor of the building or structure is responsible for the damages resulting from total partial collapse if it should be due to the lack of necessary repairs. Pag gumuho, biglang gumuho, proprietor ng building yan, yung contractor. 2191, proprietor shall be also responsible for the damages caused ng explosion of machinery which has not been taken care of with due diligence and the inflammation of explosive substances which has been kept in safe and adequate place. 2, by excessive smoke which may be harmful to person or property. 3, by the falling of trees situated at the near highways or lanes is not caused by force majeure. By emanation for tubes, tanks, canal, sewers, or deposit of infections matter constructed without precaution suitable to the place. Explosion, excessive smoke, falling ng trees, emanation of tubes, canal, sewers, or deposits. Article 2192, the damage referred to in the two preceding articles should be the result of any defect in construction mentioned in Article 1723. The third person suffering damages may proceed only against the engineer or architect or contractor in accordance with said article within the period therein fixed. So yung period na to is 10 years dapat, within 10 years, dapat mag-file ka na ng kaso. And within 15 years, liable pa rin si engineer, architects, and contractor. Yun yung sinasabi ng 1723. Article 2193, the head of the family that lives in the building or part thereof is responsible for damages caused by things thrown falling from the same. So, responsibility ng head of the family pag meron nahulog um sa building mo or part thereof. Article 2194, there is the responsibility of two or more persons who are liable for quasi-delegate solidary. So, solidary ang responsibility pag one or two more person ka ang nagkaroon ng negligence.